we're going to talk about CloudTrail. So we have incorporated monitoring with CloudWatch. Of course, you have to read the exam question. I'm not responsible for anything, but you have to read the exam question. But typically, anything related to monitoring, you're going to use CloudWatch. And anything that is used for API logging, and you can see here enables compliance. Yeah, anything that has with logging, continuously monitoring and retaining. I want to like say anything related to API calls and logging these API calls is gonna be in CloudTrail. Okay, but again, you have to read this question. So, CloudTrail is a service that enables governance, compliance, and operational risk auditing of your AWS account. So you can log, monitor, and retain account activity related to actions across AWS infrastructure. So basically what it says, CloudTrail, I think I have the icon for CloudTrail. Okay, this is CloudWatch. CloudTrail. I think this is CloudTrail. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, okay. So CloudTrail is gonna log and monitor every API call that happens inside of our AWS cloud. So here's our AWS cloud, and CloudTrail is gonna log everything or every action that happens in our cloud. Okay, so let me write this down. So CloudTrail logs every action that happens inside our infra. Like up here, so because this is wrong. Happens that happen inside our infrastructure. Okay, so if we're creating a new user, it's gonna show up. If we're creating a new password, it's gonna show up. If we're creating anything, it's gonna show up. So any kind of action or any kind of API call. So we said any action in cloud is called an API call. Anything that happens in the cloud is gonna be stored in CloudTrail. Okay. So let me show you actually in default, يعني بالوضع العادي والتقليدي without even enabling it, it stores it I think up to 90 days for free, which is 3 months. So if we went to CloudTrail using the console, sorry, I wanted to show you what it says, but that's fine. I can open it again. So you can see here CloudTrail. It's gonna track user activity and API usage. Dashboard. There is nothing. I haven't even created anything, but you can see here that we have created an alarm, which is today on our CloudWatch. We can see here that we deleted a session, we created a session, we put credentials, and everything is gonna be logged in here for like 90 days. Okay, for 90 days. So you can see here, send message, create security group, run instance, like everything we need. So those are API calls, okay? Is it like 30 days or 30 days? I don't remember. I think we're gonna see it. Okay, so key features, event logging, we talked about it. It also has multi-support region, so it can be run, it can help run from all over for services that all in all regions. I can't even talk right now. Okay, so CloudTrail supports resources in all regions. Yeah, and it can be integrated with S3 buckets. So anything or any API calls happen in S3 bucket, either put object, delete object, list object, maybe list bucket are gonna be inside our CloudTrail. So insights, these automatically analyze management events to detect anything unusual. So you can also have a little bit of smartness analysis with Cloud Insight. Event history, I think it can send logs to CloudWatch logs, and it can do a lot. And custom trails, so you can create your own trail that you want, not the default one by AWS. So use cases, we can use it for security monitoring, of course, compliance auditing, and then operational troubleshooting. So if anything happens, you can go back to logs and old things and old action that happened. You can see who broke that database, who created that user, who gave that user this kind of permissions. And that's it. This is what's CloudTrail all about. So it's gonna track your API calls. Incident response, it's gonna help you by انك تجاوب مع الخطأ انه to respond to accidents that may happen. And cost optimization, of course, you can like see who created 10 instances by mistake and optimize your costs. So best practices, you can enable it in all regions. I think this is gonna cost you a little bit. Store logs in S3, secure S3 bucket, of course, because we have said it will not store it for like more than 90 days. Default storing in CloudTrail. Is to store logs. How many days? Yeah, 90 days, as we can see here. So it's gonna be stored until 90 days. After 90 days, it's gonna like remove. So best practice is to store logs in S3 buckets so it can stay. Integrate CloudWatch for real-time monitoring. So we can also integrate it with CloudWatch to help us with alarms, metrics, and these kind of stuff. Use CloudTrail insights for anomaly detection, and we have said the insights are for anomaly detection basically. And use tags for resource organization. We have said about resources and the finance department, and we have created a tag on our EC2 instance that belongs to the department finance. And that's it for today. في حد عنده أي سؤال, any kind of questions I can answer before I stop the recording. Okay. So stop the recording.